let's start with the presentation script.
I think I changed it.
Okay.
Yes.
But
yesterday.
You've really got to look at this carefully, because I'm looking at this now as somebody who's marking it, and the moderator will be as well. And immediately, if I see something like that, I think this probably isn't a C. It's probably below.
What, the capital?
Well, you haven't. You spelled the. This is one of your focus films, and you put Legrinder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you haven't italicized your titles.
Okay.
Okay. They're looking for people who write like film students, and that's how film students write. I like what you've done here with the brackets. That's good. That looks good.
I changed the first three, but yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
it needs a proper read through for those kind of things. A popular Los Angeles improv group from where he would
progress to getting a spot on the SNL.
Okay, I think you need to explain what Saturday Night Live is. Yeah, here, there's a bit you could have a look at. There's a bit of him and Kristen Wiig presenting the Golden Globe Awards for Best Film, where they hadn't scripted it. I think you should talk a bit about improvised comedy, and I think you should,
away from him.
How do you mean?
Like just in general?
No, about his use of improvised comedy.
Okay.
And if you're talking about this awards piece, I think you should look at this Kristen Wiig and Will Ferrell. You might want to think about it as an item, because it's
Is it a video?
Yeah, it should be. So they pretended they hadn't prepared anything. And and they sort of just made up. Talked about films were just made up. They pretended they hadn't seen the films.
But then they were presenting.
Yeah.
It is our distinct honor to be presenting tonight in the category of Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture, Comedy, or Musical.
And this year, the Golden Globes has asked if each presenter would watch all of the films in their category to have an appreciation of these amazing performances, which I did. I totally watched them. Did you?
Yes. Yes.
So it's only 5 films. It's only 5 films, so you
You just watch them.
sit down, you pop them in, you watch them. It's not a big deal.
Not a big deal. Oh my gosh.
And wow, these performances.
Oh my gosh.
These performances, Emily Blunt.
Salmon
fishing in the Yemen.
Emily Blunt, always beautiful, always amazing.
And when the salmon are coming out,
when the bad guy
comes, and the salmon's like,
So they go through all the films, talking about Judi Dench. Where did she come from? She's never made a film before. It's all. You could talk about how his comic persona is outside the films as well. You know, how he accepts an award as Ron Burgundy, how when he goes on here, he's Will Ferrell, but he's not really Will Ferrell. He's a comic character that's bigger than the movies themselves. I think that might be useful, a useful point to make. So here, in that bit where you're talking about here, he is mocking himself, but he also, I would say it's more that he deliberately makes his character bigger than the films that he's in. You know, he extends it out. Oh, here's improv, sorry.
Yeah.
Who is Huge Phyllis Smith?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
You've got to proofread it. Yeah?
Mhm.
You've got to read through it and look, you know. Why is Steve Carell spelt wrong and doesn't have a capital letter? I wouldn't call him Will, I would call him Ferrell. Don't call him Will, he's not your friend, is he?
Mhm.
This book, who of Fleming, G. Michael, name the book and quote.
Even in this, like, because I put it in the other one.
But put the quotation in. You know, when it says Will began to talk about improvisation and he said he'd been given the luxury before, I don't even know what this means.
Oh, yeah.
Use a quotation.
Mhm.
Ferrell says,
Yeah.
da 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 da, whatever it might be.
Do you think what I'm writing is too short? Like, I should make it more like in depth.
No, I think you should back it up with the evidence from your catalogue. And I think it needs proofreading more carefully. And I think sometimes you write in a way that you speak and you need to make it more formal or try to.
Yeah.
Right, so where is this Eric Hedegaard? Where does that come from?
I put it here, but fine.
But what is it? Book, article, interview?
I think it's an article.
Right, you need a quotation there as well. Okay. There's no point in paraphrasing when you can put the evidence in there. You say so. For example, Eric Hedegaard has said blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Even if I put it in the other one.
Yeah, because this is what the audience are going to hear. I mean, not that you're doing it, but were you to do it, this is what the audience is going to hear.
Yeah.
So, and he's not Eric. You don't know him either. Okay, so use his last name. Directors don't need a capital D. Don't call him Will. Adam McKay, the director of Name the Films, not who directed a few of Will's films. Can you hear how casual that sounds? Yeah, he did a few of Will's films. It sounds like he's your friend and you're not going to tell us what the films are anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that. I mean, I can sort of understand what that means. That where does that come from? Paul Rudd saying that